recently asked me how I package my trees for shipping. And I figured the easiest way to explain it would be to go ahead and make a video. So today I'm going to be shipping this Partridge Eye Unknown here, this one right there. Shipping it up to the Portland, Oregon City area. So here we go. All right, step one. A couple hours before I'm getting ready to ship, I soak my tree heavily. I want to make sure that every last little bit of soil or medium in my pot is thoroughly soaked. Although I'm down here in the Eugene-Springfield area and this tree is only going up to the Portland area, it should only take a couple of days to get there, maybe even just a day. But you never know what may happen. And if this tree ends up, you know, who knows, rerouted or lost or something happens to the package, I want to make sure that there's enough moisture in here that this tree could survive, you know, at least a couple of weeks. So I like to get this done a couple hours before I'm gonna wrap everything up so it's not dripping all over the house. But I will be containing this moisture later so that we don't lose it in shipping. All right, on to step two. Okay, everyone, step number two is to find yourself a stake that is about a half an inch shorter than the vertical height of your box. This is just a nice strong limb that I found in my brush pile. I like reusing everything I can. Even though there's a little bend in it, it's nice and strong. It's not going to affect it, and you'll see why we do this here shortly. All right, everyone, I'm back. Next step is I've taken my stake and I've submerged it down to the bottom of the pot, and I've started taking wet paper towels and I've placed them in here, pressed them down into the soil, and it's going to do two things for me. One, it's going to add extra moisture if it needs it, this tree happens to end up in shipping for an extended period of time, and then also it's going to keep the soil in place. I'm getting ready. I'm going to go ahead and tape the top of the pot. So this will press down on the soil, keep it in place, and provide that extra moisture. Okay, all done taping it up. I've got the top taped really well here. I've used packing tape, and pressed down nice and tight. All of those paper towels are in there nice and secure, keeping the soil in place. Next, I'm going to go grab a large plastic trash bag. Be right back. All right, so I'm back, and I have lied to you all. I did not grab a large plastic trash bag. I grabbed two large plastic trash bags. If it were to get punctured, get a hole in it, I don't want water dripping onto the box and possibly destroying the package. All right. So I went overboard and I added another thick plastic bag on this one. This is a bigger pot. It's a 2-gallon pot, and it's bigger than I usually ship. So it's got a lot of moisture in it. I wanted to make sure it didn't leak out, didn't get torn. So yeah, better safe than sorry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am almost all done. I have my tree in the box, and I'm going to be shipping a second tree as well, this little Dominican Toro. And I have a stake in it as well. You can see that these stakes stop right at roof level. So if this box were to get flipped upside down, which I'm sure it will in shipping, these trees aren't going anywhere vertically. And side to side, they're not moving because they take up all the space. I will put a little bit of filler in behind them. And obviously I've treated this tree the same way with wet paper towels on top to keep the soil in place. A bunch of packing tape and a bag around the outside to keep the moisture in. And I'm going to leave the rest of this airspace, this area here, because I want some airflow. But other than that, that's how I ship my trees. And I hope this has helped some of you. Or not. Maybe you just wasted, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes of your life. I'm not giving it back. Sorry. All right, everyone. Take care. Peace. All right, one last thing I forgot to mention. This stake right here was a little sharp on the end, so I've taken a tennis ball that I've punctured and I put it there at the top. So it shouldn't puncture the box that way. You could also add an extra layer of cardboard in there, and then also the tape over the top of the box is probably enough to keep it puncturing all the way through. But I go overboard and better safe than sorry. Now, get out of here and go eat some figs. All right.